Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 118, 2023. Um, I wonder. I wonder how I used to believe that we used to live in a solar system with all that gravity from all these balls out there that have this enormous attraction. I wonder how I used to believe the mathematics that were able to figure out the universe. I wonder how I used to believe that. I wonder how I used to believe there was only maybe one or two people that actually figured out a way to leave this ball and go into outer space, leave Earth, and land on another object that takes 3.5 days to get to. I wonder how I used to believe that. With only two people doing the mathematics to this particular solution. How does one figure that out? You know, you're not just pointing a ship toward a white, bright light in the sky. I mean, you have to remember, the solar system is traveling at a particular miles, thousands of miles per hour. So once you leave the orbit of this particular ball, you're in free space. What happens then? Are you traveling at 666,000 miles per hour? No, you're not. You actually are jumping out of a car and then you've got to catch up. So where is all this fuel coming from? I wonder how I used to believe that nonsense. I wonder how I used to believe in the stars. Those bright lights you see in the sky. Twinkling lights. Just like the song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. How I wish everybody would wake the fuck up and research flat Earth. I wonder how I used to believe that. You know, then I wonder about what's here. You know, what I'm living on, this flat ground, this I don't matrix. I hate to use that word, but I'm just saying that's probably what we live in. However, okay, all right. I wonder how I used to believe, you know, it's too much information. I mean, if we all, you know, if people knew that the Earth was flat, how could they hide it from NASA or any other space agency? It'd be impossible. There's too many people involved. There are people building rockets. There are people building the craft itself. There are people building the wheels that are on the rocket. There are people building every single particular thing on this rocket. Even the rubber that's on there to make it airtight sealed, which I, by the way, don't think it is airtight. Okay, that's another video. They're building that. Okay? I wonder how I believe this when all it is to shut everybody up is to not tell them. In NASA, there's only a few people that even know that the Earth is flat. And actually, there's some people in that department that don't know. There might be one or two people. Telemetry guys. The guys that are predicting where the thing is going to go into space and where it's going to land. And they know. And if somebody decides to rewrite a program, just like the movie, they make them disappear. So there's probably about one or two in the telemetry department that know about it, and then you just have the astronauts. And then you have everybody who are actually running NASA that know about it. So everybody else is just sitting there, as far as they're concerned, making projects. I met somebody, just as you know, not too long ago, a few months ago, maybe a year ago or 6 months ago, and I still see him, but he's in the nursing home, so I can't really like pull him out of there. The only time I could ever see him when he actually gets, when he calls for a trip. But he doesn't know. Why would he? He's just dealing with a computer. He's developing programs. So all of these people are just sitting there doing what they've been told to do. Learning the mathematical computations they learned in college without basing it on anything. Without finding out the foundation of these computations that were going way back. They're just building on what was done way back, and they've never done any homework to find out where they fucked up. To tell you where, everything is in terms of how far away the sun is, how far away all these other balls are. They never went back. They just built on their foundation. I wonder how I used to believe this shit. I wonder how I used to believe that all of these artifacts and everything that they've dug up, that they've managed to tell us about, and there's quite a few of them that I'm sure we will never find out what they actually found, but you can't hide the pyramids because they're right there. I wonder how I used to believe that pyramid might have been built from a civilization. From our civilization. From many, many thousands of years ago, and we have gotten this far since then. we can't even build a pyramid right now. You see what I'm getting at? I mean, it's so stupid, that these civilizations were at the brink of their technology, and here we are just fooling around with fucking video games and technology. Hey, look, back in the 1950s, I could imagine my smartphone would be like an alien object to somebody, but I wonder how I used to believe the history that I was taught in school, the bullshit that I was taught in school. I wonder. When I woke up and found all of this was just complete nonsense, how's your career politician out there right now? Yeah, that would be your president. How's he doing? Does he even know what the hell's going on anymore? Didn't he just sing like happy birthday and forgot the person's name? It's just this year and a half he's been in there, almost 2 years, and we have a list here that's probably bigger than criminal in New York City right now, of just nonsense that this guy is obviously delusional. He's not the president. He's not running anything. He's just signing shit off. And he doesn't know what he's doing. Nurse Jill over there, that would be his, maybe his wife. We're not really quite sure about that either. Keeps helping him and making sure. And I don't really see much of her anymore for some strange reason. And I don't see much of his caretakers around anymore. He's just kind of bumbling around on a stage, walking left and right. We don't know where the fuck he's going. He might walk off that stage, and that would be a big problem. No Secret Service around. What the hell's going on here? So the career politicians obviously are completely useless because they never had a real job. They've never been in a real job that you're in right now. If any of you that are viewing me and that have a real job, that work from 9 to 5, that have their taxes taken out. Okay? See, these people take your taxes and they do whatever the hell they want with them. And they could care less whether you like it or not. I wonder why. I used to think this was real. Billions and trillions of dollars being transferred of your money. And when they say government money, why do they say that? That's your money. That's your money they're spending. I wonder why I used to believe that movies were real. You know, there were actually really talented singers, talented actors that really would like to convey a message to you. And all they're conveying is nonsense. Woke agenda. I wonder why I used to believe this. I wonder why I never could figure out. Now I have that there's no movement, nothing. Water stands still, except on a windy day, of course. You can see a perfect reflection of the moon off of the water on a clear night on a lake, but yet it's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. And the solar system's moving at an incredible amount of 66,000 miles per hour with the entire universe. But I wonder why I used to believe we live in this like bubble in our galaxy, you know? But I mean, back then I wasn't thinking about anything with the sky itself because I didn't know we were actually moving that fast. So I never put one and two together and saying, hey, look, that star's been there for 1,000 years. This one's been there for 1,000 years. But this one's a light year away and this one's 10 light years away. Why are we seeing any, movement? Just like in a building. When you're passing them on a highway, this building moves really quickly and the one behind it isn't. Because it's further away. But nobody ever says anything at all about that. Scientists won't say anything about that. It's just the universe is enormous. It's gigantic. We're just a little speck traveling in it. I wonder why I used to believe this. I wonder why people allowing their children to go through this again. When you've already been through it and you've woken up. Do you realize any school teacher in school right now will be brought down to their knees if some first grader or second grader got up and just stood up and started asking questions? That is what occurred. Why is the moon projecting cold? I'd love to hear that answer from some 8th grade school, or actually, better yet, first grade or second grade school teacher. I'd love to hear the answer to that. I wonder why. Zoom into this video and thank you for subbing. Thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.